The moment we believe that success is determined by an ingrained level of ability as opposed to resilience and hard work, we will be brittle in the face of adversity. Joshua Waitzkin. My friends, again, just a little bit of work each and every day on this. That is all we ask. Again, your success is going to be determined by not your ingrained level of ability, but your resilience and your hard work. 10 to 15 minutes each and every day. That is all we ask. Let's look at these charts. As we look at the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100, another negative day. We can see we have a doji here now. We had a little bit of a green spinning top yesterday. It has pulled back through, of course, the trend line. It is below it now. Doesn't mean that things can't turn around. It couldn't pop back up and keep going. This is just a couple of days in. We still have Thursday and Friday. It is a shortened trading week. Let's see how this candle makes itself. Now, this red volume simply means that the opening was lower than the prior closed. That's all it means when you see red volume candles. It can be a key, but it doesn't mean the volume's negative necessarily. It just means it's just telling you what's happened with the opening for the time period. And on the weekly chart, it's the week. Now, when we look at the 2-day chart, this, of course, represents Tuesday and Wednesday, so it finished drawing. Look at all that volume. And, of course, you see on the half day down in the morning, further down in the afternoon with higher volume. So could be that the market is topping off, could be that it's just pulling back a little bit. We've seen this before. Check it out right here. Had a doji that week, had spinning tops this week, but then the market took right off again. So again, doesn't necessarily mean that it's rolling over. We did see that happen here and here, but again, we'll wait, we'll watch, we'll see. We'll let these charts tell us what to do. We'll pay attention to the volume, and we'll pay attention, of course, to the Heikin Ashi candlesticks and where they are on our prior trend line, which is below it right now. Down 0.82%. Let's go to the NASDAQ 100. We have a red spinning top on this one. It was down more yesterday and down more today, 1.06%. You can see the volume. Look at that high volume on the 2-day, pushed through the 2-day trend line. And of course, this is our third day of increasing down movement. Down in the morning quite a bit, down even a little further in the afternoon. So again, questioning, have we topped? Now, again, as we look at this, we have seen the market where it popped up starting all the way back in mid-March, ran all the way up to late July, then drifted down a little bit, popped up, drifted down, popped up, drifted down. So it got sloppy in here. Not so sloppy, though, that we couldn't trade it because, you know, we had a successful trade here. That one was not, didn't pop up high enough. And then, of course, things took off, which is what we live for. We jumped into this one, and it has been a boon. So we're still waiting, watching, seeing what is going on with the market. Can you, of course, pull this trade? You could have pulled it yesterday. You could pull it today. No problem taking your profit on your practice trade and running. Again, we're not talking about initiating any kind of short position just yet because we don't have anything telling us that that absolutely is happening. So we'll wait, watch, and see as we progress. Bonds, of course, we've got a little green spinning top here. Now, bonds down for 2.5 days, down in the morning, but then popped up 0.39%. We can see on that 2-day chart, again, 2-day candle finish drawing, look at all that volume and look at where it stopped right there on the weekly trend line. Now, the weekly chart has pushed through. We are seeing a green candle there. You can see the volume already about half, 2 more days to go. About half of what it would be to reach average. We'll see what it does if, again, first red candle we've seen on this 2-day chart in quite a while. Haven't seen a red down candle on the weekly yet. We could, so we'll pay attention. We'll make our decisions, of course, on Friday. What do we see going on with gold? Gold pulling back 0.83%. Isn't it interesting? Pushing up on what has been a prior ceiling, going all the way back to May the 1st, the week beginning then. And of course, we've seen gold push up on it last week. Candlestick just set right on it. This week, green spinning top moving over. So we'll see where this leads us. Down for the day, 0.83%. Red spinning top on the 2-day. Nice volume there. Down in the morning. About the same in the afternoon. Lots of volume in the morning. Average in the afternoon. So again, see if gold's topping, getting ready to move down. Might be able to short it with a put play in a practice trade. Now, if you don't know how to trade puts, how to trade calls, don't know anything about options, consider this. Consider becoming a Patreon supporter at any of the 3 levels. You know what happens the minute you become a Patreon supporter? You get an email that shares with you all 3 videos in our 3-part series, Options Made Simple, The Charting Wealth Way. Get you right into that so you can start practice trading those right away. Think about it. Be a great way for you to gift us, bless us at the beginning of this new year. Let's jump into, lastly, Bitcoin pulling back. Look at it. What it gives, the market can take away. We saw things bump up nicely yesterday morning, pulled back some in the afternoon. That was on Tuesday, and then down on Wednesday. Down a lot in the morning, in the afternoon, ended up about where it hit in the morning, 3.95%. You can see all that volume and that drop in the morning. Now we look at the weekly chart. We're already at about average volume, and it's just 2 days in. Again, we've got hard to call that a spinning top. There is a little bit, if you look closely, and the problem, you see these dashed lines I'm moving around. If I line it up there, you can see where it adds a little more to the bottom wick. That's not accurate, but keep your eye on Tuesday the 2nd as I move to the side. You can see there is a little wick there pushing through the weekly trend line. So we will pay attention to that. Green spinning top with a little bit more of a wick on this latest 2-day candle. And again, the half day and the 2-day just sort of perched there along with the weekly on that weekly trend line. So don't know yet exactly what Bitcoin is doing. Maybe some exuberance yesterday with things just sort of starting back with markets. Now, Bitcoin, of course, is traded all the time. Those of you who watch every week our Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies, we, of course, use a 24-hour-a-day Bitcoin chart, and you can see what it's been doing. You know, a lot of sideways sliding over on the 2-day candle for the last many days. You can, of course, see where things popped up here. Now, we have popped up some higher this week, but again, pretty much almost just sitting right there on that 24-hour-a-day Bitcoin chart trend line. So we'll pay attention to that. Now, remember, what we track for you each and every day, and the reason we do it is because it is the Bitcoin ETF. Trades very similarly to a stock. You can buy and sell it easily. Great thing for you to practice trade because, again, I like to trade. I like to practice as I will trade. I don't plan on putting my money in a Bitcoin exchange. Now, there are reasons to do that. I'm not here to give any kind of market or investment advice. No. I'm here to help guide you in learning to practice trade. And then you add with it everything that we teach you here. You make your own decisions with your own money. I have my reasons that I've laid out pretty good for why I want to practice the ETF, because I like to practice as I plan to trade, and I don't plan on putting my money in a Bitcoin exchange. We've seen plenty of those go down. You can do whatever you want with your money, is what I'm doing. And I like the fact that it's an ETF, that it's controlled by the Securities and Exchange Commission, all the market managing agencies. I like all that. It's been vetted, all sorts of things that give me more confidence than other things. Bitcoin, of course, is racked with all sorts of potential issues. So again, seek investment advice from someone that you pay, that again is licensed and able to give that to you. I'm just giving you my 2 cents worth as to what I do. That is where we are with Bitcoin. Again, hopefully It'll just continue to edge up. We have no reason for us to be pulling our practice trades at this time, and we'll see where it goes. Folks, we always love to hear from you. cw@chartingwealth.com is where to write us. You got questions, problems, concerns? We love to hear from you. You can always give us good suggestions on potential trainings. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.